Unless he gets caught by an arrow. But they are still all playing together, Serenity. They're constantly, I mean, the up at all in this game on the side of Serenity, you will more than likely get picked off.
So they'll find that with the smoke, optic. Check themselves there, cleaning out the loop away for Bramley.
They know where Serenity is.
Zip straight in with the horn as well to get the vision. They're straight on top of XCJ. No chance for a global silence to come out. Now they look towards GGG. The Macropire down. GGG cannot escape as they quickly get 2 kills. And the plan there all along, as you mentioned earlier, just using this horn for the vision, no hesitation. As soon as CCNC gets eyes on XCJ Silencer, he's straight in, so no global can come out.
And they knew where Serenity was positioned too, because the Sentry ward in the mid lane. Serenity put one down, they killed Optic Sentry, and then walked up onto that high ground over here, so.
They're buying back on GGG. They want to try and contest this Roshan. It's falling low though. Can they do it in time? Though the ice bar. It's out onto the Ember. Z1, he just burnt it down. He's dead for 50. GGG's headed into the pit. He's trying to fight up against 33. Has burnt the mana at 33, but he needs backup. He has to doppelganger eyes. Too dangerous here in the pit. He brought back for this. As now Pycat looks to chase with the daggers. GGG will be able to mantra it off. Pycat still looking towards him. Split from PYW comes through the arrow. They're actually in the pit here. Can Serenity get away with this? Roshan's going to fall. But Zai gets the Aegis. Optic get the kill. Get the Aegis. 33 jumps back in. On top of Yingqiu, as Optic will continue to hold the lead and grow it even greater in this game. 10k advantage now, and an Aegis in Zai's hands as well, despite Serenity's best attempts there to try and fight around the pit.
They tried so hard to at least get the Aegis, deny that away from Optic, but unable to. GGG gets forced away from that pit from the Venge as well as the Spectre. And then Zai just walks up, gets the last hit, and the Aegis for his team. 1, 2, and 17 on this Venge.
Over here! Unstoppable! On edge! Wicked sick double kill!
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating. Radiant's top tower ain't looking too steady. Dire's middle tower's in trouble. Dire's middle tower's falling. Dire's middle barracks are in trouble. Dire's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's middle barracks has fallen.
Everyone's got a plan.
Dire's top tower's under
down
attack.
their racks.
Dire's top shrine is under attack. Dire's top shrine is under attack. Dire's top shrine is falling.
Shadows take us.
Double damage. Gold for my four.
Answer as well, XCJ, 35 minutes and only 8 intelligence stolen.
400 net worth as well. Hasn't even hit the level 15 for that juicy GPM talent.
33. Sort of the man that really started this whole sort of momentum off. The way that him and Zai were able to win that top lane as hard as they were. Just have really made sort of the majority of this game, Serenity having to play with just PL, GGG in full recovery mode.
Yeah, they had no back, but they flipped the wave. GGG was still trying to farm it.
Talking about the man, there he is, getting jumped on again, and he's dead for 80 seconds. Buyback unavailable. As Optic have just absolutely controlled this PL through and through. GGG just unable to play his game in this match. Now Optic setting up to bring this top lane round and look to go into the base as Team Serenity once again with the knowledge safe that there will not be a PL turning up to this fight for a full minute.
Pycat's got a heart, he's still got the cheese. Well, he can pick up the heart. He's got the cheese. I mean, they're ready to just go for this push here. The Moonlight Shadow comes out, but without a PL, they can still just slow it down, but taking a fight, way too difficult.
Where is the damage? Their sort of best hopes is PYW setting up some sort of 5-man Earth Splitter.
They need a 5-man Earth Splitter.
That's what they need at this stage.
And I'm still not too sure if it's going to be able to dish out enough damage through Optic.
The change control. Horn will come out from Pycat straight away. Zai looks for the swap back on PYW. They're heading straight back to the fountain. XCJ's not going to be able to get back safely though. Neither's PYW. ZYD, is he even going to survive? He will. He does get back. But they lose both of the supports there, Serenity. Optic take the tier 3 tower top. They move onto the barracks as Serenity just holding themselves inside of the fountain. They'll have GGG back in the game. But without the Silencer and the Elder Titan, it's going to be pretty much impossible to set up a successful fight as Optic.
They're still healthy. They're not going to stop. They're going to take this last Rax.
Moving the parade down to the bottom lane, looking for that final tier 3 and set of racks to take away from Serenity.
You got the last turn on.
King Q jumps forward, quickly puts the man to get himself out of the macro fire. Primal Split has been popped here by 33. CYD is still trying to poke around with him, but Pycat with the Crimson Guard buff given to him and the fact that he has that heart, he's pretty much invincible. Straight in onto GGG. GGG down once again for 70. They'll claim the racks. Optic getting the mega creeps out. As they certainly look to have done it here in this game. One Earth Splitter will come out onto Pycat, but he'll be earned up, starting to heal back up, and GG will be called. They'll tap out Serenity of this game 1 as Optic looking absolutely on point here in terms of performance. Some of the KDAs in this game, absolutely phenomenal. The sort of lane decision, the drafting, it just worked out perfectly for Optic. Never really kicked off for Serenity in this game. CCNC ending the game 16-0-10. All those MasterChef streams must have paid off because he certainly cooked up a treat this game, Fog.
He really did. They played so well, honestly. They played very aggressive. They didn't slow down, and they were playing with the team with the Storm and the Spectre in the lineup. Spectre died twice in the game in the laning phase, but that was the only 2 deaths on Pycat throughout the entire time. They just kept that pressure.
They just kept that pressure up. Amazing, honestly. He was able to do so much because they lacked that control for him, the itemization as well from CCNC getting that Yule Scepter. I think Serenity, they had to be a little bit more adamant about making plays around the map with their strong hero. They had to have the Ember as well as that Mirana running around just looking for ganks to try to catch GGG up.
There we have an absolutely fantastic Storm game set up by the draft of Optic Gaming and the performance as well. 31-9, an easy game one here for Optic Gaming. We'll see if Serenity can bring it back. But for now, we'll pass it back to the analysts.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. That does it for Optic Gaming, taking one game in this best-of-3 series, so not quite over yet. We're here back at the panel to break down some of the action we just saw, and we have another special guest as we go through the day. KP joining us. Welcome.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, no, awesome to have you here. We'll talk about the game a little bit. I mean, let's just reflect. Optic, the victory itself, perhaps, as most people predicted. Did it play out the way you thought it would, Trent?
I think so. Maybe the Brewmaster, I think, got off to a much better start than I really anticipated. I feel like he absolutely destroyed that lane. I love the way that he went for the Helmet Dominator too. Just very versatile item. Possibly be able to use the Dispel, maybe to save himself, maybe even to like focus down on that Ember. Great idea. And then he tanked up again with the Hood before even going for the Blink, because he just saw how strong he was in that match.
KP, what were your thoughts watching that game?
Yeah, I want to actually add on to that because probably when you have a good start, some players might just get a blink.
Oi. Comparecimento.
Ficou bonito com a mesinha lá, né? Deu tchan mais.
Dizzy wasn't so good in this video. I was expecting more from him. When I was talking to KP back on the stage,
Is pick. I think that's how they shine a lot. I mean, they sometimes give him like the Ranas or first pick.
how do you get good stomps off when the fights are so chaotic and you have these heroes that are just jumping all around? Like, very difficult to lock down a Storm Spirit.
All right, well, we'll find out. Of course, right now the players kind of gathering themselves up for game 2. But before we move on, we actually have Machine here to bring us a little bit more knowledge with Jofi.
Yeah, this is really, really exciting for me. Last year we had, of course, Jack standing in, giving us insights on the Chinese scene. And Jofi, we really did. We kept asking you day in, day out whether you'd give us some info on China. And it's Serenity. I just want to know if you could maybe tell me a little bit more, perhaps, of a team that not many people know much about.
Yeah, and hi everyone. Serenity is new here and they are so aggressive. And I mean, I don't know PYW very well, but I know Thank You very well.
Yeah.
He was a Tongfu player 2 years ago and he's grown up this year. I mean, when he was a young player and he is funny and he said, I want sleep, I don't want to play Dota. And now this year he's a big boy now.
He's grown up.
Yeah, he's in the stage, and I think they can enjoy the game and don't worry about people's.
Yeah, and something you said that was really interesting when we were talking backstage. You said that they play fun Dota.
Yeah.
What did you mean by fun Dota?
I mean, they just be themselves.
Right.
Yeah, don't worry about their draft.
Or don't worry about where the main stage.
Yeah.
It's just they're playing Dota for fun.
Yeah, you know, Peter is good at playing against CN teams.
Yeah.
So they can do their best and then enjoy the game, enjoy the stage here, and people shall cheer for them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, some Chinese fans here and just enjoy the game.
It is an incredible story. They're from the open bracket, climbing their way to TI, now in the main stage.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I'm sure China are very proud of them. That's Jofi and myself. That's going to head back to Chobra and get this one started.
Thank you very much, Machina. Thank you, Jofi, for that insight into Team Serenity. Fun Dota, perhaps the best Dota you can play on a stage like this, right? Not get kind of riled up by the situation you're in too much. But March, let's go back to the matter at hand. Optic is up 1-0. Do you think that Serenity can bring it back to 1-1 like they did in the group stage?
I'm sure they have potential, but I think they gotta think about the pressure. Like when you're 1-0 down in the lower bracket as underdog teams, there's a lot of pressure that you have to overcome. And if I could suggest them, like I kind of want to see more of like less pressure here, that has less skills like Undying or like the Vengeful Spirit. That what I've been keep on saying, like that doesn't. It's just those heroes that are just good,
right?
And they can do their jobs even with the pressure that I feel.
Okay, all right. We'll see if they take that advice as you've been kind of pushing forward during this phase. Well, right now, as we're waiting for the players to come back on stage, we're actually going to check in with Casey and Slacks.
Hey!
On course, but you don't usually get to see the way the players.
Absolutely. Much different. Out on the crowd out there, outside. There were
Storm clouds are gathering!
Now, what are your thoughts, KP?
I think he wouldn't expect a 10th pick Ricky.
Okay.
Offlane Ricky for Zinky.
All right. Okay. Sure. What about?
Silencer.
Yeah. Well, we're getting ready for that second game.
I'll cut you down. A war storm is upon us.
Tô indo.
Act is underway.